Let's talk about the S&P 500, which did have a nice bounce today, sold off as we expected, wasn't able to get up over 420 or 430. But what we have here is a classic Elliott wave setup, and I posted about this yesterday on Twitter, and I wanted to do a quick little brief update on this. So the way that we have an Elliott wave set up, I'm going to first say that I do have the Smart Money Concepts indicator set up by Lux Algo. That's these order blocks that you will see here. But the way that we would set a Elliott wave up through our drawing is we're looking for impulses, and then from those impulses we are looking for weakness and a topping in the market. So if we look at this Elliott wave impulse, you can see we have 5 waves set up here. You can see that the first one starts down at about 404, where we push up and we start to look like we're going to break out and break this structure, right? You can see CHOC and BOS, that's break of structure and change of character. So when we get that first impulse, that's a good sign. Now, in most cases, what will occur is from that swing low to this swing high up here, we will usually get a pullback to about the 0.618 or the 0.73. So this is usually going to be your golden zone, and this is where that impulse will bounce. This is usually the time that you're looking to go long up to fill that third impulse. Now, the third impulse, this is where the big move is. If you're trading with the trend, this is where you're looking for that massive trade. So this is where we get the third impulse, we reject and pull back. Now, one of the most important things when identifying if this is an actual Elliott wave is making sure that your 1 level right here does not touch your 4 level. So if, for instance, still, market structure, but that's not an Elliott wave. So from here, we bounce, push up, hit the 5 level. So once we hit the 5, this is usually our highest level that we're going to have. And as soon as that 5 level happens, look what happens. Big bearish order block, and we pull all the way back down to this support of 436, which is also our change of character. So it's a very important level. From here, we start to bounce, and you can see that we have a head and shoulders pattern that was forming. We also had one on Tesla, and you can see that we have our neckline sitting around the 430s, and this is kind of how you would have it set up. It looks pretty janky right now. But more importantly, what I want to talk about here is the ABCD, or the weakening that happens after our Elliott waves. Obviously, the Elliott wave is bullish, but once we see this 5th leg, which is usually our high, we want to see a pullback to, most importantly, test somewhere around this 4 level, which happens here. This is our A wave. From this point, we will bounce, and in this instance, we do not usually come up to test where this 5 was. In most cases, we will pull back and then move down again. Now, if you want to find the time to really short this, if you want to get in before confirmation, or you want to just watch for the rejection, you will take your Fibonacci level from the top of the 5 swing, and you will draw it down to where your A swing is. And if you do this correctly, and you were to drag this out, you're going to notice, once again, guys, just like when we were talking about to the upside on the 2, from here now, your time to go short is at the 0.78 and the 0.618. Right in this golden zone is usually where the rejection will happen. Also, coincidentally, came in where the bearish order block is, and we saw the S&P 500 drain its way down to $433. The big level that we are watching for the trend reversal is where the A and 4 levels meet, which is also going to be where the neckline of that head and shoulders was playing out. And as you can see, SPY came down, bounced, attempted to push back up. We have rejected, and now it seems that we will see SPY continue its way down to $408 in the coming weeks. I hope that this helped to kind of explain to you guys a little bit about watching trend reversals and Elliott waves. And if you guys have any questions or anything, please put them down in the comments and I'll definitely respond. Thanks.